So that is how both sides of the House jeered and cheered when Finance Minister Ofori Atta concluded the 2024 budget.
Ye din kunim, ye diko, ye bese ye dibio. Ye din kunim, ye diko, ye bese ye dibio. Screw, ye din kunim, ye diko, ye bese ye dibio. There is this saying that boys be the bonku.
Yes.
It be the gobe.
Yes.
It be the fried rice.
Yes.
Ne be the jollof. But Ofori Atta and the finance ministry need almost on by day. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 budget was presented in Parliament by the finance minister. By the way, there is rumor in the system say he's going to resign. Media, it is just rumor. It's not substantiated, so we can't talk about that. But that is just by the way.
Yeah.
But yesterday he was in Parliament to present the 2024 budget, and the name of the budget is Nkunim Budget. Meaning Nkunim already. Almost a friend Nkunim. Maybe they are going to do the Nkunim with this budget. So yesterday he was in Parliament with his expensive bag, which they cost how much? Can't you me price?
The bag they cost $4,233.
What is the name of the bag?
The bag be
Beluti on small scrito leather briefcase.
Yes. Briefcase.
4,233 USD. Who converted Ghana basically
50,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ofori Atta is balling.
Yeah.
He's balling like Ronaldo. Yeah. He's balling like Pepe. He's
balling like Roddy Rich.
He's balling like Rooney. He's balling like Pepe. And he's balling like what? Pizarro. Into Kanina pepperoni pizza.
You have waited for this for long.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ofori Atta was in Parliament. So he presented the budget. They argued. Of course, there was heckling from the minority side. And the majority side tried to defend the element in the budget. Now, there are some key things where they inside. First of all, there were people before the whole thing. I think after the thing or before the thing, there were people when they march outside with placards. They were wearing
nose masks.
Yeah, nose masks. They were saying inside the budget there, pepe.
If you say somebody better than you, Mura, never true, my brother.
So the last time you guys were here, you are here again today. Well, I mean, most of the people are saying that this is a budget that appears very empty. You do not see it that way. How are you justifying the picketing you're doing here?
Well, thank you very much for this question. Youth in Accountable Governance has a different opinion totally from what others may say. In fact, if you look at what we have gone through during the days of COVID and elsewhere, even around the globe, a lot of economies have faced a lot of difficulties. But what is very pleasing and hopeful for us is that this budget seeks to target the youth. And that is why we are happy, and that is why we are solidly behind it. If you listen carefully to what the finance minister said, in the areas of digitization, in the areas of tourism, in the areas of health, in the areas of any other sector, you see that the percentages earmarked for the youth is huge. And that is why Youth in Accountable Governance, we are here. Nobody should tell you that this budget is empty. This budget is indeed promising. Next year by this time, we are very sure that everything, and we are grateful for the finance minister Ofori Atta for bringing back the economy. You know, we have seen signs of recovery. Inflation for the month of October was around 38.1%. Now it has reduced drastically to 35.2%. That should tell us that the signs of recovery are beginning to show up. And that is why we are solidly behind the finance minister. If you look at these placards, we are saying that all those that were opposing him, we are sorry to the finance minister.
We are the problem.
We are the problem. We actually basked people to that place to go and give Ofori Atta fans Jesus Christ, this is
We
sad.
are the problem. Now we are the nose mask.
What? Yeah, I think you were the one who was asking why are they wearing the
nose mask?
Because if you want to do this thing genuinely be without any this now, come out your face, do it with your chest, right? Say me like this, meeting betina kasi me support TMPP. I do it with my chest. Do not hide behind the mask and go and stand there. No, bro. Siko fans na Kennedy Japan kind.
Omuni.
Yeah, once they did the ministry serve, then they do the Kunim serve. All right, no yawa. But then there are some things, highlights, walk me through budget. No.
The first one is, he said they have created over 2.3 million jobs, and then 900,000 for the private sector, and then 1.4 million for the public sector.
Must be blow job.
Yes, Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs or something.
Hand job.
And we have created, Mr. Speaker, over 2.3 million jobs in the private sector and public sector. Approximately 900,000 in the private sector and 1.4 million in the public sector.
Wait, they have created how many
2.3 million jobs.
And he backed this
overall,
thing,
not
he backed this thing with data.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
900,000 for the private sector.
So the graduate unemployment that has bedeviled this country, they don't see it. On what grounds do they stand to say we have created these jobs? Yeah. So where are the jobs? Because it's not like people are not looking for the jobs. They look for it, they don't find it. So they resort to other ways and means. So where are the jobs? You understand? This is why the minority, they were so against this budget, because it's like there is an element of misinformation. Where are the jobs?
Steve, where are the jobs?
Ken, where are the jobs?
2.3 million.
2.3 million jobs in this country.
If one facility they take even 10 people, say, oh yeah, calculate. They have lifted the taxes from the locally made sanitary pads.
It's been a long time coming. They should have done this thing long ago.
Yeah. Mr. Speaker, to zero rate VAT on locally produced sanitary pads. Mr. Speaker, to grant import duty waivers for raw materials for the local manufacture of sanitary pads.
Normally, I always talk, say, sanitary pad for be free. People for be able to get access to this thing for free. But then once again, we live in a country where systems and structures don't work. So for them to do this is cool. And so and you said it's for the locally manufactured sanitary pads. So the importing one or the ones that they import into the country, you know, there's still tax. Yes. I understand.
I only know one locally made sanitary.
Is what? Yes.
No, Pride sanitary pad.
Pride.
Yeah,
I think there are others.
Afri Pride.
Okay, I think there are others.
There are others.
So I think if the government is removing taxes from the locally manufactured sanitary pad, this is like to encourage more manufacturers to venture into it. You understand? Because once again, it's a necessity for girls, for the girl child, and I feel like, bro, this thing, if the government really high day ground, it go fit invest where every girl child. I've been to places where kiddies, like primary school, high school, them my messages inside, they don't go fit come school. They don't go fit go school because
not be even high school, even university.
It be crazy, bro. You understand? And we get some perceptions and mindset about the whole thing. You understand? Which they need deconstruction, but that is not why we are here. It is a bold initiative. It's been a long time coming, so big ups to them.
Yeah,
I hope
this particular one.
Yes, I know they're beautiful. Because come on,
you try for
the sanitary pad there. Be
too expensive.
Too expensive.
Now, we go do the demo. Then the girls, it was 22 cedis.
Yes, it's very expensive. People feel they use bread and things.
Bread?
Yes, bread. Some people they use kinky husks. Some people they use plantain leaves. Some people they use napkin. Yes, I've been there. My mom is a community nurse, so I know some of these things. When she was in Ho, she used to travel to the hinterlands. When they come back and they tell you the things people use to wipe the blood, bro, we don't.
You don't have money to buy pad. You have money to buy.
How much is bread? Bread is like 5 cedis. Bread is like 2 cedis. You can even buy bread for 1 cedis. What is your point?
So you go wear the bread. Okay, you
don't
know.
Who the bread no? Who the bread?
Oh no, I not talk so.
Okay. Go in. When you do
Go and put your head in the AC. The other one, they said government has allocated 220 million for the victims of the Akosombo dam.
Government has budgeted an amount of 220 million to support the relief phase for the communities affected by the Akosombo spillage, as well as floods upstream in the Oti, Savannah, and Bono East bridges.
The DC that say you no get money,
So
yes,
many
music
African.
and about magic.
220 million.
This money no they get to anywhere. We all know that is the disbursement of this money is going to be an issue. The money will be allocated. How the money will get to the people too is another problem. So some of these things they are lip services to me.
Every day you see people going to Akosombo to help.
Yes.
Still people
People
suffer.
still they suffer, yes.
So Monday come why?
Because it
I
is
don't know
not structured.
But I feel if you want to donate, go and give it to the people directly. What they could show being then go keep the things.
The reason why they give it to the people and say all the corners or the kugu or the komobia, there are some people who them be selfish, you understand? You see, when they send it to them, it's supposed to be distributed equally or equitably, you understand? Everybody forgets some. So that is why they give it to the leaders, the chiefs, the DCs, the MPs. So see them go act as a conduit in distribution because all the core grounds are normal, but family bakubeti miya jibe 1,000 billion because human
food for roadside.
You see, human needs are insatiable, so that is how if a day. But then once again, people too they take this thing no matter naso. Meanwhile, the people they need them are on the grounds. What and right now you green and things.
And people still they suffer.
Yes.
People are always 220 million.
And this money is for what? To buy what for them? Are they trying to?
Is it to support the victims?
Are they relocating them or what? What is the point?
Support?
I feel like if there is relocation conversation, they should do it because some of them live in classrooms, they live in tents, they live in Freedom. Jacob go build tents and things for them. They can't. This is not a permanent place for them. So if they are sacramentary buildings, normally
Share. 220 million there if it be only rice bag they will for question.
Challenge.
If they build houses, they are fine. Buy rice bag.
Then you go sit here this morning and don't do it.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, this thing be a very serious thing for because 2024 things no mark canon here baby.
So we normally be campaign.
Yes.
Sanitary part up here. I'm gonna be campaign rough. So sanitary part, all the relax and see.
I mean, yesterday there was a video some woman say go vote. I see say you could say
Ghana arrest that
Ghana
woman.
police can
Yes.
arrest them. So woman to the sell beans. He say his name be Akufo-Addo. The beans in Kofoba no mu dinner time by has any miano no more break.
Oh.
See go the bed the same.
Mr. Ku, I check I supporting Manchester United. Then Crawford do attempt by heart. Anyway, but that's not why we are here.
Yeah, and see, no.
They say minimum wage has been increased from
14 cedis, 18 per square.
in the change in value near him.
Omo dey akọ 18 cedis.
Okay, yeah, na enyame ase. I mean, say kakra be dru onum. I say achichide na ntio, me de 1 2 3 na miko. Yo 18 cedis.
Yes. So they calculate them by 27 days. So at first it was 400 cedis and a 1 cedi that. So now we go 490 cedis for a month, the minimum wage. And you do 5 million.
Okay.
The minimum someone should earn in Ghana be 490 cedis.
Okay.
Media, I'm not okay with it. And they want more.
Okay.
Minimum they anka OGB 700. How did they increase from 14 to 18? Dollar increase. Look at the time NPP come last year. Now dollar now 6 cedis. Right now dollar they like 12 cedis. If dollar increase times 2, how minimum wage no fee increase times 2? Sikanos are 500 and for brands from Monsaka. They pay somebody for Zoom like 1.2. The time minimum wage was for 400 cedis. They pay somebody 1.2.
That's why I say people shouldn't jubilate because nurses and doctors and teachers they have not even paid them for 6 months. Your minimum wage they don't go increase them. How you go get the minimum wage be the problem? Ubet me a juma minimum wage na ubi etias wo controller and accountant general. Bra bro we as when you say 18 cedis no what
4 months
what are the peripheral they spoke about inflation is I no cry the
the omo na ehun the jobs please they have created the jobs.
What job ni be
because they said at the camp mami boss be no. They said the public sector, 900,000. Private is 900,000, and then public sector is 1.4 million. 1.4 million jobs. You need money. Boys need bleeding. We have about for the KNUST, there were over 1,000 students graduated.
17,000.
17,000.
What's it 1,000? 1,000 is a department.
In a year, we get about 50,000 across all universities where they graduate. It's a Somebody finish university, they take 600 cities. This is the country we live in.
We will share the PDF. I have the PDF of the budget, everything here.
The budget.
Yes, my Nkunim budget. Into the go through now. Let us see what you think. If you are from economic background, that's my perspective. I give it to us in the comment section. But this is like the general surface level conversation that people are having with regards to Ken Oforiatta's Nkunim budget. As I said, there is a rumor in the system that he's going to resign. And as to the day he go resign, I don't know.
Why he resign?
Basically, he has underperformed. So pressure from opposition, pressure from...
I don't like the idea of if someone they underperform, make it resign. I really don't like it.
What do you want?
Now, when the ex-sanitation minister resigned, then... But if you ask a money panel, hold their necks.
Okay.
Be in position.
You realize, say, Ghanaians, one minister with them really hold the neck, Ken Oforiatta, from the beginning till now. Maybe nothing has improved. So people, they feel like, bro, oh, yeah. Because who holding the neck? Now there's nothing coming out of the neck or the mouth. What do? You leave it. Because, now I saw me and I say, BB, any and so, based on the conversation on social, people feel like he has underperformed. Because the argument in Parliament yesterday between Afenyo Markins and Dr. Kisley Hayford was the fact that Ken Oforiatta has underperformed. So he should resign. He shouldn't come and stand in front of them and even present the budget. Then the rebuttal from the majority side to them and said, you, Dr. Atta Forsen, Atta, have you heard that name? You were the finance minister.
You Atta.
Yes, you Atta. You were the finance minister when JM was in government. So it's like politics of equalization. Yeah. That is what they were doing in Parliament. And I have always had a problem with politics of equalization where they come up like, oh, where are you way? Where are you way? It vexed me past that comparison thing. So it's basically that. Like they were in Parliament, basically saying, say, Ken Oforiatta has done a great job from the majority perspective. But you, the minority, this is like you are viewing this through the political lenses. So that is where we did. And that argument they are doing in Parliament, I know say Nkusi Aga. And after the budget, them all go sit for Agbe no heavy, they eat them all go chop. Me no one near bread. In the latest mind, our business jobs. This is when you be a. What if I to comment section?
Say blue jobs, my hand job, Steve job, what job again?
Jobber man. My name is Sheldon. Yes. This video is brought to you by Bit Africa. Download the Bit Africa app and use it to trade your Bitcoin. We out.